So we're on to video number 2 here in week 4 of the second grading period. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Latin America. Now what I've done for you here is I've put together something. I'm going to knock it out in about less than 2 minutes, telling you everything you need to know about the history of Latin America to get you through the next test. So here we go. So we learned about how North America was explored and then later colonized, from the French fur trappers to the English colonists and then the Spanish explorers. Now we head down south into South America, where we will learn how the European nations colonized South America, aka Latin America. You see, the European nations came to Latin America to expand their lands and also gain riches. You know, the 3 Gs, God, gold, and glory. Mainly the Spaniards. You see, after the Spanish conquered the land and got rich, they began colonizing Latin America. Colonies and European nations began popping up all over Latin America. Dutch, British, Portugal, and especially Spain. Spain had the most colonies and control in Latin America. Then when the colonists in the British colonies, aka America, rebelled and won their independence in 1781 in Yorktown, you had the Declaration of Independence, Enlightenment, and the U.S. Constitution, a trend began to occur. European countries in Latin America began to revolt and strive for independence. Independence was trending even in 1800s, guys. One such country was Brazil. The history of Brazil is bittersweet. You will see in a moment. First, Brazil wanted their independence in 1822 from the French leaders that controlled them. After gaining independence, Brazil became their own country, later joining World War I in 1917, and then the UN in 1945. Finally, military leaders took control in 1964. They went from French control to constitutional monarchy to military control. Talk about a 180. What I'm getting at is Latin America has done some changes in its brief history. From a land of small colonies controlled by a few superpowers to a continent with proud nations with the dream of democracy and republics as best they can.